Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Friday, February 20th, and on today's show, we will react to the absolute thriller of a game in Tuscaloosa as the Hogs come up just short, 117 to 115 in double overtime. We will look at a projected tournament bracket and give our thoughts on what that looks like and if we like where the Hogs sit in that. And the football Hogs lose their second assistant coach in about a week's time, so we'll dive into that a little bit with spring football coming up on the horizon. Andrew, how's your week been, brother?
It has been a week, I'll say that. Trying to get out of the old house was a bigger task than I thought, but closing day's tomorrow. We're good. I had another closing today, so in Garfield, which is as far north as you can go before you hit the border. So
yeah.
Anyway, it's been a week trying to get everything going, but we're almost to the weekend, and did get to catch the second half and overtime of last night. But yeah, it's been good, busy but good. So ready for the weekend.
I heard that. We got a little basketball tournament this weekend. So
Nice.
Your boy's coming out of his 1-year retirement to coach a little third and fourth grade hoops. So what could possibly go wrong?
Absolutely.
Do my best not to talk to third graders like I talk to my 18-year-olds the past 14 years. So we'll see. Be a little adjustment, but
yes.
we'll make it work. So
yeah.
Well, Hogs dropped one in Tuscaloosa in what many around the country are saying the best basketball game of the year, the most exciting game of the year. It was exciting. It was entertaining. There's no doubt about that. It was just one of those where I was just kind of didn't really have words at the end of it.
Yeah.
It was just like a typical Arkansas heartbreaker. I mean, you can't be mad at the team. Like, I was mad at the team after Kentucky and after Georgia and Auburn, like, not mad at the team at all, just mad at the result. I may be mad at a couple players here and there for not contributing at all, and we'll get into that. But yeah, first half was electric, 57 points at the end of the first half. I mean, on pace for 114, and all the shots are falling, got a 10-point lead. And as dynamic as Alabama is on offense, that they're going to make a run and come back. And I didn't know they'd shoot 80% in the second half,
right.
Scoring literally every trip down the floor. But regardless, it was a national buzz around the game. Like I said, all the national people are talking about it. The SEC media, the college basketball talking heads. You had Trae Young tweeting about it, and all kinds of national people that you wouldn't even know were watching were tweeting about how good of a game it was. So, anyways, yeah, I was just kind of speechless after the game, kind of heartbroken. When you have 4 guys foul out, when you have an 8-man rotation, it's going to be tough. And so, anyways, outside of Darius Acuff scoring 49 points, what was your thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna go back and watch the whole game when I get a chance, but was at the house late moving stuff last night. So when I caught when I was able to put it on my phone in the truck on my way home, I think there was about 7.5 minutes left in the second half. And so I had gotten the update on my watch that we were up 10 at halftime, and the Acuff had 22 points at halftime. I was like, let's go. It's like incredible. And then when I turned it on in the truck, I think we were down. How much were we down? Like maybe 5 point, 2 point, like 2, somewhere between 2 and 5 points we were down. And I was like, are you kidding me? And they said, like, as soon as I turned it on, they were like, Acuff was on like a little bit of a cold snap. Hadn't even taken a shot in like 7 minutes.
He wasn't cold. He just wouldn't shoot. He just wouldn't shoot.
Yeah. And so that's when I caught on. Obviously, got to catch the rest of an incredible game. But yeah, but the first thing I noticed after they said that, after I was on there, they were like, it was the foul discrepancies, and they were talking about all the foul trouble we were in, and I was not privy to the fact that Knox didn't make the trip, and that Sealy was hurt, and that we only had like 7 available guys, and so I'm trying to catch up in real time last night, and all while driving, and I all police officers close your ears, but I usually like prop my phone up in the
Oh
truck.
yeah.
It'll rest on the volume knobs,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'll have it going. But anyway, so I had it going, and but yeah, the foul discrepancy. They said I think when I turned it on, they said we had shot like 6 or 8 free throws, and Bama had shot like 26 or something like insane. I was like, okay, this is a problem. So I haven't gotten to see a lot of the officiating except for down the stretch, which we did catch a couple breaks with
We did.
with the Billy Richmond thing, and then but okay, let me address a couple things that I don't know that I've ever seen in my basketball lifetime, but how many times have they awarded a timeout from a guy that
That was
in
so
mid
bad.
in midair with no intentions of doing anything other than calling timeout? How many times has that
First
been?
of all, he walked before he called the timeout,
Yeah,
and he sure as hell was traveled after why he was calling the
yeah,
timeout. There was like 3 walks right there, and he didn't get
yeah,
called on any of them. That
yeah.
was so ridiculous they gave him that timeout. So
Oh my gosh,
ridiculous.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know that I had ever seen that
You
in my
haven't because it's a
playing or
no,
watching career. Yeah,
nobody else in the country gives a timeout right there. It's so
yeah.
dumb.
Um, so that was crazy. Obviously, Acuff just is a treasure. We need to. I mean, we've said it a billion times, but I just feel like now it's even more so. But it was a top national story on like the ESPN bottom line this morning. I went to the barbershop this morning, and sitting in the chair in First Take, Kendrick Perkins is saying
Yep.
he's the best guard that Calipari's ever coached,
Be his number 1 overall
and
pick.
would be his number 1 overall pick in the draft. I'm like, dude, that's
Yeah.
high praise. So,
Yeah.
uh, and Jay Will agreed with him up until the like first overall. He was like, I might there might be somebody else I take first overall,
Yeah.
um, but anyway, it's
I
yeah. I
mean, I
mean,
think he should
people
be the
are
first overall point guard. I mean, at
for sure.
minimum,
No,
I mean,
absolutely, absolutely.
uh,
I think he's gonna eventually work his way up to top 5 for sure. But he wasn't even in the top 10 like as of
yeah,
2 weeks ago, which is
yeah.
crazy. But
So dumb.
anyway, no, just an incredible game, and I was like, you know, especially once we got to the second overtime, and like we don't even have a real team out there on the floor. So I was the second overtime. I was literally just trying to enjoy it as a great basketball game. I was like, regardless of how this ends, obviously
Yeah,
I want us to win, and I wanted to win really bad just because of the game A Cup had. I didn't want it to get diminished at all because of uh of losing, even though he had a. But the story this morning, they didn't say anything about Alabama winning or Phylon's game. It was all about Acuff. So,
yeah.
but let me ask you this though. On the last possession there, second overtime, knowing knowing the roster that we had out on the floor, would you
Yes.
not?
The answer is yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I want a
I
three that.
said it. I told Tiff, I said, just pull it. Just shoot the 3 and get it over with
And
one way or the other.
he had
Yeah.
a little opening there right
Yeah.
before he got into the little
I
double team.
I kind of respect him in a way, like, because he's just thinking, let's just let me go get a bucket and continue the
Right.
game.
Yeah.
Like his mentality is like, hey, we just got to score and keep this thing going. Whatever they give us, they give us. But the whole time I'm thinking, dude, we got 2 guys on the court that are walk-ons. Like
Yeah.
it ain't. I mean, if it would have went to another overtime, who knows? But we may have got beat 10. Like
Right. Yeah.
uh, I mean, on just think about it. On that last possession, you had Big Elmer in. playing the 5. That had to push Malik Ewan to the 4. He's now played one possession of 4 all year. That had to push Trevor Brazile to the 3. He's not played one possession of the 3 all year. You got Jaden Carlueta at the 2, who's hasn't played any all year, and you got Darius Acuff. So you got Darius Acuff and 4 guys that have never played or are way out of position and don't know how to run those spots. I mean, it was a recipe for disaster. And I mean, you can't put any blame on Elmer or Jaden Carlueta because I mean, Carlueta's the one. No, like Elmer on that big dunk that TB had, Elmer like just moved that guy out of the way. Like he did his job for the minute he was in there. You know, Carlueta, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. I'm sorry, buddy. But you know, he kind of he's kind of the one that got a stop on the last play of the game or a contest, you know, pretty decent defensive contest there.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I mean, you can't blame those guys. Yeah, it was something. Obviously, I said it like 10 pods ago. I was like, man, just cherish every moment with Darius Acuff. Just cherish it. Like, you got to think about it. We only got 5 games left, like regular season. It's almost over. And we were having all the talks a long time ago, like where he stacks up and Razorback lore and all that. Like, every game, I'm just even more and more amazed almost at how he never has a bad game in the SEC. The Kentucky game wasn't great, obviously, to his standard, but he still had like 17 or 18 on a bad night. I mean,
right.
What are we doing? You know, like, and he doesn't turn the ball over.
Right.
And that's what was so frustrating. I got frustrated with him. That sounds crazy to say because he played an A-plus game. But I got frustrated with him in that second half because he didn't attack or look for his shot one time for 8 minutes. And it's not like they were locking him up. Like, he wasn't even trying to get downhill. He wasn't even trying to get to the rim. He wasn't running off any screens. He just literally took like 7, 8 minutes off. Now, I know he played the whole game. That may have been by design. Like, all right, let me take a few minutes off here, let these other guys do something, which they had to do something, and they didn't. Trevor Brazile missed a bunch of wide open threes. DJ Wagner missed a bunch of wide open threes. Like, you got to hit those shots. You got to help them out. But at the same time, like when LeBaron Fallon was starting to do his thing, that's when Acuff was like in chill mode. And I was like, Lord, we're getting in crunch time, and now Fallon's showing out and Acuff's disappearing. And then Cal called a timeout, and you could see him pull Acuff to the side when he was walking off the court, and he whispered something in his ear. And I knew what he whispered in his ear. Anybody who knows basketball know what he was telling him. Hey, go get yours. And then he scores the next 7 points in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was like, if you had taken 8 minutes off, big dog, like, you know, we probably wouldn't have blown a 13, 14-point lead. But, yeah, I can't give him any shade. Like, unbelievable. His mid-range game is awesome. He finishes at the rim over 7-foot people all the time. He hit the clutch 3 to send it to overtime. I thought he hit the midi to win it at the end of the first overtime.
I know.
Because that's his shot. That is his shot. He loves that pull-up, and he got it off, and it looked good. It looked good. And so, yeah, I mean, just an unbelievable performance. Give the man SEC Player of the Week for one time, please. Give him SEC Player of the Year. He's outplayed Tyler Tanner head-to-head. He's outplayed Josh Hubbard head-to-head, and now he's outplayed LeBaron Fallon head-to-head. The only other one that's even halfway in contention that I can think of, I don't think Otega always in contention, is Thomas Hall at Florida. He's like a power forward, small forward. He's a different player. But I mean, he's outplayed all these other guys head-to-head. He's got better numbers than all of them. I mean, I'm going to be really, really mad if he does not win SEC Player of the Year.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, there's still 5 games. There's still 5 games to figure it out. And as of today, he is the only player in the history of SEC basketball to lead the league in points and assists. In the history of the league. I don't know how long the SEC's been around. I think since the 40s. like we're talking almost. Yeah, we're talking almost 100 years here.
Yeah.
And if he does that, if he's the first player to ever do that in the history of the league, and you don't give him Player of the Year, I mean, yeah. And I don't know if he'll end up being that. I don't know if he'll end up leading the league in points or assists, but he's on pace to. And if he keeps it up, I don't see how you don't give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's when they threw up that graphic today, talking about John Calipari's best guard that he's ever coached.
His
I
numbers blew all those guys out of the water.
Oh my gosh, he's averaging 22 and a half and 6.2 assists. And like, you look at Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose led Memphis to the national championship. He only averaged 14 and a half in the whatever conference they were, Conference USA or whatever it was back then. Like, led his team to the national championship, averaging 14 a game. So against lesser competition. So
and this is a college argument. This is not an NBA argument. That's what all these haters get on and say is, oh, Derrick Rose won an NBA MVP. John Wall was an whatever all-star. Like, we're not talking about NBA. We have no idea if Darius will be as good in NBA as those guys. Probably not. Derrick Rose won an MVP. Probably not. Shea SGA just won an MVP. Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. But in college, I don't see how it's even a debate.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm a Razorback fan. I know I'm a homer. But look at the numbers. Numbers have nothing to do with Razorback glasses on. Just look at the numbers.
Yeah.
So
he's special. He's special. So I'm here to ride it as long as we can. So
I really wanted him to get 50. I really wanted him to get 50.
Well, I wanted him to shoot a 3 at the end because
Rodney had 51.
Rodney had 51, and that'd have given him 52. Yeah. So I'd much rather Acuff have it than Rodney Clark. So well, and look at the competition it was against. Rodney was playing Indiana Tech.
It was against somebody like that. I remember it. It was a Bud Walton playing some bye game against Montana State or something. I don't
it might have even been the first game, like the first regular season game. It was early. I know that. So
but yeah, so it's unbelievable. Proud of Darius. I know he would trade that all this hype he's getting. He would trade it for the win. If you watch his post game presser, he was pissed. Like, he was short, way shorter than he usually is. And the dude, when Kyle said he was in a boot for 2 days this week, he had a walking boot on for 2 days.
Yeah.
He comes out and does this after being booted up for 2 days. Like, Kyle even asked him, like, do you need to sit this one out? He's like, hell no. Are you crazy? Yeah. Like, he did that after, having a bum foot. And then you got Darren Peterson at Kansas, which has just been the laughing stock of the country. Like, the dude is stupid talented. Like, it's insane. He would be the clear number 1 pick if he would actually play. But, like, dude, he hits a 3 last night. And he just turns around and Bill Self's right behind him. He just points at him, like, get me out. Like, what are we doing? He played 18 minutes. I mean, so it's a no-brainer to me. You got a guy who's fighting through injury, wearing a walking boot for 2 days, scoring 49, or you got a guy who's, forgot to put his tampon in, and is telling one of the goats, Bill Self, one of the goats. This isn't some young coach. Like, this is Bill Self.
Yeah.
Bill Self's miserable right now, like having to try to manage this. Yeah. But yeah, it's a no-brainer, and I don't see how an NBA team's going to take a chance on him. They might. If they do, there's a reason you're the number 1 overall pick, because you're a terrible organization. Like, if you take him number 1 overall, you can't count on that guy. So, yeah, it's dude. Props to Darius Acuff. He just does it the right way.
He can go to New Orleans and play with Zion.
That's right. I want to go over the Kobe graphic real quick. I don't know if you saw the. I just gave it away. There was a graphic posted today.
I haven't seen this.
All right. Darius Acuff is the second Division I or NBA player in the last 30 years. 30 years of Division I basketball and NBA basketball to have a game of 45 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 or less turnovers, and playing every minute of the game. One of 2, Darius Acuff and Kobe Bryant. That's the list.
Wow. And
Now,
that's in any like any league or classification
yep,
where obviously
yep,
Kobe didn't play college, so
yeah.
uh
It says Division One and NBA. So
okay.
um,
Gotcha.
that's
Uh
the list. 45 points, five rebounds, 5 assists, one or fewer turnovers, and played every minute of the game.
wow.
Darius Acuff, Kobe.
That's good class to be in.
Yeah.
Um so uh let me ask you this. So on the bottom line on the ticker it said that Acuff was the first true freshman to score or was the most points scored by a true freshman since 1990. But I didn't see who the true freshman. Do you know who it was? I don't know who
I,
it is.
I,
I was trying to ask a trivia question to myself, but
yeah, no.
1990, I was trying to think. I was like, maybe Larry Johnson. Um, I
Was
was trying
it?
to.
So it wasn't SEC. It was anybody.
It just said. Yeah, I think it was just a true
Most
freshman
points by a freshman.
since 1990.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. I
I
don't
was
know.
trying to think
I
because
would.
that was before the Fab Five. That was before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna start naming people, and I'll be like 2 years off, and people in the comments will be like, "Oh, this dude doesn't know ball." I
Well,
could see it
we were
now.
also 3 years old at the time, so
Right,
uh,
right.
Larry Johnson was the first one that came to mind for me in 1990 because that would have been after. It's obviously after Jordan's teams, well
Yeah, I
after.
mean, yeah,
It's
that
after
was
Hakeem. It's after Hakeem. Well, Hakeem and Jordan were the same years. Um,
yeah, that was during that UNLV run. So,
yeah,
um,
Larry
yeah,
Johnson
that,
was my guess. That was my guess. They
yeah,
had another. What was
that's,
the other dude on UNLV? They had another beast in
oh,
college. What was his name?
dude,
Uh,
you're gonna make
uh,
me sound stupid now, but I think Grant Hill in the '90s. I know he's like a senior in '94.
Grant
He
Hill was
made it.
on the yeah, he was on the court in
Christian Laettner? Well, he wouldn't have been a freshman in '90 though, would he have? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna sound stupid. I'm not gonna guess. But
yeah.
but yeah, I don't know.
If you know, post in the comments because I
Yeah.
want to know, and I don't know that I have ESPN's calculator to Google that,
It's
so
probably some guy we've never even heard of.
probably so.
Um, anyways, yeah, that's pretty cool. Darius and Kobe. I just talked about that Kendrick Perkins praise, just raving about him on national TV. It's always cool, dude. Like you have Kendrick Perkins, Jason Williams, Stephen A. Smith talking ball, and you got the picture of Darius Acuff on the big screen behind
Oh
him
yeah,
on national TV. You're like, let's
and a big
go,
hog in
dude.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, let's
awesome.
freaking go, dude. That
Yes.
makes me so happy. That
Oh,
makes me
for
so happy.
sure.
So, um, all right, let's talk about the bad from the game. Um, Nick Pringle, we're going back to hot seats. You are on the hot seat. Malik Ewan, you are on the hot seat.
Yes.
um, I mean, I don't know what the answer is with these guys at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Pringle, 23 minutes, 5 fouls, 1 rebound again, 3 points. Just, it's fine if you have guys who are not great scorers,
Mm-hmm.
but you better freaking rebound. You better be able to make a layup. You better be able to make a free throw. You better play good defense, not fouled out every game in 20 minutes. Like, and I hate bashing college kids, but it's got to be done. Like, if there's any production at all out of the 5 spot, I mean, we win that game by 10 or 15 points. Any
Yeah.
production at all. Because not only were they terrible offensively, they gave Aiden Sherrill his career high in points and rebounds 26
Yeah.
points, 13
Dude.
rebounds.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's pathetic on both ends of the floor. And I don't even blame Cal because, like, Nick Pringle was a very solid player at South Carolina, and a lot of people were pursuing him in the portal. Malik
Mm-hmm.
Ewan was the best player at Florida State, averaged almost a double-double. Like, these dudes, it's just time to man up and play, dude. Like,
Yeah.
contribute, have some dog, have some fire. Like, it's just pathetic. And
Yeah.
I would be for moving Trevin to the 5, but he's not strong enough, I don't think, to guard some of these guys, and
So soft.
he'll get in foul trouble. And so, I mean, it's just yeah, I mean, pathetic on both ends. Malik Ewing missed what, 3 dunks? I mean, he's trying to one-hand dunk it, had a terrible turnover with a
Oh,
minute to
that was
go.
yeah, it was awful. Yeah, and that was a point that I was like, if we can score on this possession, I think we have this
Yeah,
game. And then just let me just hand it to the other team.
yeah, yeah. Now, at least Malik Ewing had 7 rebounds in his 20 minutes, but, I mean, it's just yeah,
Still,
there's just no
Matt,
production.
it still seems low. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dude. If we could have just even hit just one dude in the front court out of the portal,
yeah,
we'd
yeah.
be we'd
Oh,
be Final
legit.
Four
Yeah,
guaranteed. Like
yeah, yeah.
so dumb.
Yeah, it's frustrating. And like I said, Trevin wasn't great, but he had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. He did not have his best game. He missed 3 or 4 wide open catch and shoot threes.
Hmm.
DJ Wagner, I mean, I love DJ, but I mean, they were no guarding him. And he hit
Right,
one corner three,
he
but
did.
the rest of them were he's like scared to shoot it. He's shooting 22% from 3 on the year. He's got wide open shots. Like, you can't in Division I basketball, you can't have people out there that they don't have to guard, especially
Hmm.
guards.
Yeah.
If they don't have to guard your 5, you're big, that's okay out there. But they cannot not have to guard your shooting guard.
Hmm.
Um, and, like, they weren't guarding Billy Richmond out there either, but at least he was getting to the rim and making lays and hitting that mid-range, like, they
Yeah.
were just
No,
giving him that
he'd
midi.
take a dribble and pop and hit those.
Yeah. I mean, he had 20 points. I mean,
Yeah.
on 10 of 19 shooting. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it was really frustrating. The role players, we gotta be more disciplined. I know the foul count was absurd. I mean, we were in double overtime still shooting the 1-and-1. I mean, how stupid is that? Like, we're
Yeah.
still shooting the 1-and-1 in double overtime. I
Yeah.
know the foul count was absurd. But like Malik Thomas, his last 2 fouls were terrible fouls. I mean, he
Oh yeah.
clearly just puts 2 hands on a guy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta just be disciplined there.
Hmm.
And I know, oh, he's a freshman, he's learning. No, we're 25 games in.
Yeah.
He knows better. Like,
Yeah.
and so, I mean, that was frustrating because I know you didn't get to see the first half, but Malik Thomas I think he made 5 threes in the first half. He was unconscious,
Hmm.
hitting tough threes like Steph Curry threes. I mean,
Hmm.
unbelievable. And just having that extra scoring threat on the floor, like more than he was because he got in foul trouble. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
frustrate.
Co- Coach Cal did exactly what I was yelling at him to do, and then Malik makes the three to tie.
Right,
But
right.
you could see it from a mile away. He's like Malik was not passing that ball. He's like, I'm
No,
shooting this
no.
no matter what. He was like Acuff was just over here to his left at the top of the
Malik
key.
shoot him off.
Yeah,
Malik
yeah.
shoot him off. Yeah.
Malik's backing off and then going back in, and he's like, I'm shooting this no matter what. Y'all can triple
Yep.
team me. I'm shooting this ball.
Yeah.
I was screaming. I was like, "Call timeout! Call timeout! Call timeout!" He did, and then he makes it. I'm like, "Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
why. That's
It's a
why."
lose-lose. I can tell you right now, as a coach, we've all done that once or twice,
Oh
and
yeah,
it sucks in a big game because you're like, you call the timeout right before it leaves his hands, and they make it, and it could even be like an average shooter, and all you hear about it from like the fans is like, "What are you doing? Call a
oh,
timeout!" Oh,
yeah,
yeah, because all y'all knew the 24% shooter was about to hit a three. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it's most people who've coached long enough have done that at least once.
oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
um,
I
obviously, if we knew he was gonna make it, we wouldn't have called it. I mean, duh.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but anyways, I'm worried about this game Saturday, man. Missouri, they're square on the bubble. They're kind of hot and cold, but
Hmm.
man, I'm worried about our legs. I'm worried about Darius's legs. I
Yeah.
mean, he played 50 minutes. I mean, 50 minutes. And I'm not mad at I mean, I think that's fine. Like, these kids are kids. Like,
Hmm.
most used to play these guys 38 minutes a game. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they grew up. I mean, last year, Darius Acuff was playing AAU, playing 3, 4 games a day. I mean,
Yeah.
but But I mean, I'm worried about, his legs, fatigue. I mean, all these guys. Trevin played 47 minutes, and I think mentally they'll be fine. I'm just worried about the fatigue factor. So
Hmm.
hopefully I'm wrong. If Darius is really in a boot for 2 days before the game, he's probably in a boot today.
Hmm.
And you know, I'm worried about this spot. I'm worried about this spot.
No, it's a tough spot. Even the 3 o'clock time, at least you're not the 11
Yeah,
o'clock game, but
yeah,
just a quick turnaround after playing 50 minutes, and you already got you've already got guys banged up, and uh, if anything else though, you had four guys foul out, so they should be fresh.
right,
But
right.
no, yeah, it's a tough spot. They're playing. Missouri's playing well as of late. Beat Vanderbilt the other day, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, but before their Vanderbilt win, they were like the first team out of the tournament.
Okay.
So they're playing. Obviously, the win against Vanderbilt's probably put them in the tournament, but
Hmm.
they're one or two losses away from. And so they're obviously playing for a lot. Major
Yeah.
chip on their shoulder, major sense of urgency. Um, so, and I don't know if you saw this just came out like an hour ago, but like Carter Knox had meniscus surgery today, and
Not.
um, so it says he has the timetable for his return is unknown or something. I don't remember.
Hmm.
And I think it depends what kind of surgery it is. I've had a little bit of experience with players having meniscus tears and surgeries, but I mean, I know if it's just like a little cleanup in the meniscus, I think it's like 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, I think. So
Okay.
that puts you right at NCAA tournament time. So,
Yeah.
hopefully we can get Carter back just for depth, obviously,
Hmm.
because we see what happens when we get in foul trouble. We don't have that depth.
Yeah.
Isaiah Seeley was had a hip problem, so he didn't play. But I think I mean, from what I've heard, he should be good to go Saturday. And so hopefully he's back and ready to go Saturday. But yeah, I have major not great vibes for this Missouri game coming up. Um,
Yeah. I heard,
anyways, I'm gonna
I heard,
go ahead.
I heard one of the radio shows this morning say that they had asked. I guess Matt Jones did like the post game last night, and so whoever was co-hosting with him asked Matt Jones like, how did you guys respond or play the game after those seven overtime games, the six overtime game? And he was like, we were undefeated after all our overtime games. Like they won the next game like every time. So
Yeah,
uh, it could give you hope to hope that we come out and back home and last Saturday game at the Bud. So let's hopefully the fans come out, and our Rod Cal was calling for them too. So
yeah,
hopefully people show up, show out.
yeah. So I'm gonna tell you our next 5 games. I just want you to tell me what you think our record will be in these 5 games. We got Missouri at home, Texas A&M at home, at Florida, Texas at home, at Missouri. So obviously that's 5 tournament teams. No
Mm-hmm.
scrubs here. Like
Right.
Missouri's in as of right now. Florida's a 3 seed or 4, yeah, 2 or 3 seed. Texas is firmly in right now. They've won like 6 of the last 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then Missouri twice. What those 5 games kind of what do you think it looks like? What would you be happy with?
Uh, if we can have, if we can have everybody but Knox, then I'll say 3-2. I think
Yeah, I
that's
mean, I
fair.
think that has to be worst case scenario. I mean, I
I
think
don't I don't think you're beat with our front core. We're not beating
oh,
Florida.
Florida's going to massacre us inside.
Uh, so, and that's what we got to
Oh,
pray for in the tournament, is that we're not getting some of these strong front court teams.
no.
But
I'm
uh,
already having nightmares about Chinny Lou. I'm just gonna hear Chinny Lou when we play Florida having 24 rebounds on us. I can just see it
yeah,
now.
and
God.
21 of them being offensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's Yeah, I'll say 3-2 if we can keep everybody healthy but Knox. And
Yeah.
I'll go 3-2. Florida being a loss, and then one of the other ones being it. Maybe if I had to guess, I'd say we lose at Missouri that last game of the regular
Yeah.
season. Maybe
Yeah.
could be some motivation there, depending on, and part of it too is, you know, what are we playing for? Are we still playing for a 2 seed at that point? Are we still in the? I'm saying in the conference
Yeah.
tournament. Um, are we? Yeah. So it a lot of it could be that I could see us. You know, if we're not playing for a 2 seed in the SEC. I mean, which if you're just top four, then
Top
really.
four doesn't matter. Yeah.
So yeah, let's see what the standings are. You know, the last couple games and see where we're at there. But I'll say 3-2 as a guesstimate.
Yeah. I mean, we'll need some help with, I mean, I think we're about out of we're not out of the SEC regular season race, but you'll need some help now. You'll need Florida to lose one, and then you have to beat Florida. That puts
Hmm.
you both at if we won the rest of them. I mean, it's just gonna be tough now to win the league.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, but yeah, just gotta get that top four seed, get that double bye, get that extra rest. Um, and I think that's the most important thing right now. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think 3-2 should be worst case scenario. We really need to be 4-1 in that stretch. Best case scenario. A&M still scares me, especially without Carter Knox, just because of they press the whole game. I mean, they
Hmm.
full court press the whole game, so it's going
Hmm.
to be which that'll kind of play in the A Cup's favor, I think. Like you're just going to try
Yeah.
to guard him 90 feet away from the rim. Okay, he'll just go
Hmm.
by you. But
Yeah.
them other guys worry me against that pressure. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they finish strong and get some momentum here and don't wear down. And, you know, I know Cal's teams traditionally, you know, he's been upset several times, but his teams traditionally play better, their best basketball right now. So
Hmm.
hopefully, you know, I forgot his winning percentage the last 5 SEC games of the year. It's insane. Like it's stupid. So,
Hmm.
um, I'm gonna pull up a bracket here. So what this is not actually a bracket, this is just the seeds. But what happened was the media, the college basketball media guys did a bracketology, I guess. I don't know what you call it, a selection committee. They did a media selection committee with actually the selection committee chair in there, like
Hmm.
guiding them through the process. So this is people like Joe Lenardi, Jeff Goodman. Like this is basketball people.
Yeah.
Um, And this is what they came up with. And so I'll put this on the screen real quick and we will go over this. All right. Could be a little hard to see, but we'll talk through it. Um, so this is what the media thinks. They still go by the same metrics that
Hey,
that the
UCA got in.
that the main committee goes by. I didn't even see that. Um, but anyways, this has obviously as your 4-1 seeds. I think it's pretty self-evident unless something crazy happens. Arizona, Houston, Michigan, and Duke is your ones.
Hmm.
Um, then just looking at where Arkansas is, they have Arkansas as a 4 seed, which kind of caught a lot of people off guard because almost every bracketology, actually, I think 99% of them, has the Hogs as a 5 seed right now. But
Okay.
these guys saw something that has them on the 4 line. And it's got a little bit of heat from some of the bracketologist Twitter people that think they know what they're talking about.
Hmm.
Um, but on this projection, we'll just go through Arkansas's region. The Midwest region, Michigan being the 1, Yukon the 2, Kansas the 3, Arkansas the 4, St.
It's like
John's,
a straight blue blood 1 through 4.
right, right. St. John's, Kentucky, really 1 through 6, blue blood.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Iowa, North Carolina State, Central Florida, Miami, Tulsa, Stephen F. Austin, Murray State is who they would have Arkansas playing in the first round, which if anybody's familiar, Lane Taylor from Farmington, who is, you know, one of the best high school players in Arkansas history, is at Murray State now. and then St. Thomas and Navy, and then Dartmouth and Morgan State in the 16 seed playing game. So when you look at that, how would you feel about that group of teams being matched up in our region? And I'll just go ahead and say, like I said this a while back, you really want to be the 3 or the 6 because the 4 and the 5 seed would meet the 1 seed in the Sweet 16. And I feel like this year, more than ever, there is a pretty large gap, in my opinion, between the 4 1 seeds and then the 2 seeds. I feel like there's a very large gap. So I'm not saying I hope we lose out and get a 6 seed, but I'm telling you, if we stumbled a little bit here late and we walked our way into a 6, boy, I would not be mad.
Yeah. I will say, of the ones though, I would rather play Michigan than Arizona, Houston, or Duke. If I had to pick
I don't want any of Cam Boozer again. I know that for sure.
No.
I also think Arizona is kind of, I mean, Michigan's really good, but I think Arizona's one I'd want to stay away from. And then just because Kelvin Sampson in Houston, I think I agree with you. If you had to give me one, I mean, I would probably go with Michigan too, but I wouldn't feel good about any of them.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying, if you had to, you're saying you have to play a 1 seed out of those 4. I'm picking Michigan. So,
but then if you get that 6 or that 3, you get UConn, who's, I'm telling you, I've watched UConn. Like, they're in the worst conference in basketball, or the worst major conference. The Big East is terrible this year. Like, usually Marquette's good, Marquette's awful. Usually Providence is good, Providence is awful. Creighton's not any good this year. So, like, they're in the worst league ever. Boy, if you can get UConn in the Sweet 16 instead of Michigan, oh, dude, sign me up for that all day.
Yeah.
And even Purdue, like, Purdue is not what they have been. And I mean, you're looking at this Purdue side over here in the West. I mean, you got Gonzaga, who's always, beatable just because their schedule's so weak. You got Purdue, Gonzaga, and then the 6 is BYU. Like, the 7 is Villanova. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you Purdue doesn't get to the Elite 8. Just because between Gonzaga and BYU and Villanova, and even, I mean, I know Auburn got beat by Mississippi State last night, but I mean, dude, that's a really good bracket right there, as opposed to seeing Michigan. You
got Liberty Bibberty as the 12. They're going to upset the 5. They'll upset Vanderbilt there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, Arkansas Murray State is how they have this. The media has this projected. Obviously, there's still a lot of basketball to be played, but they're just saying if it ended today, this is how the media would rate it. You'd have Hawaii, Tennessee. They got Tennessee as a 5, Vandy as a 5, Alabama as a 4, Florida they have as a 3 seed. So pretty top heavy, the SEC. Lord, I can't count that high. They're probably looking at 10 teams. Texas A&M is an 8. Kentucky, they got Kentucky as a 6. Auburn is a 10. Yeah, I feel like Missouri, they got Missouri in the 11th slot right there. So Georgia in an 11. So yeah, the SEC is well represented again. I know the SEC's taking some hate this year, but it's anyways, yeah, I would really like to find a way to go 5-0, win your next 8, win these 5, win 3 in the SEC tournament, get yourself on that 3 line, and that way you're playing UConn or Purdue, instead of Michigan or Duke in the Sweet 16.
I don't know if it takes 8-0 to get to a 3 seed. I was like, I don't know if I need it. You don't want to win. You don't want to be coming into the tournament with 8 straight wins.
Yeah.
You need one little loss in there to remotivate you to go make a run in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's just a theory. There's teams that have done it, obviously, but
Yeah. No, it's yeah, it's definitely scary when you've won too much. It's definitely
hmm
scary. So,
yeah, because you just feel like
um,
you're, especially as a Razorback fan, you just feel like you're due to
yeah,
lose one. So
yeah, yeah. Last thing on basketball before we move on. As of today, where does Darius Acuff sit on your list of Arkansas Razorbacks?
you can't ask it the day after he drops 49.
Okay, all right. Let me no. Let me change it. And
Okay.
I'm completely stealing this from another show I listened to today. So I'll give credit to Inside Arkansas on this. Darius Acuff scoring 49. Gage Woods no hitter in the College World Series last year.
Mm-hmm.
Darren McFadden rushing for 321 yards against South Carolina. Rank the three. Most impressive performances.
Gosh, that's a tough. That's really tough because DMAC, if you remember, they took away like 2 yards the
Yeah,
next day
they did.
because he
Yeah,
had broke a record, and
yeah.
then he tied it. It was a tie when he at 321. But so super impressive because that wasn't an awful South Carolina team, and did it again. I mean, you say it 1,000 times, but did it with Felix Jones and Peyton Hillis getting
The
carried.
thing is, I think Felix rushed for like 160 that game too. Like
Yeah,
it was crazy.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so you had that. Obviously Gage Wood doing it in the College World Series
In an elimination
in
game.
an elimination game. But Darius Acuff's a true freshman against a ranked team on the road. Dude, that's almost like an impossible choice. You,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
if
it
I, mm,
it's probably recency bias, but I think Acuff's is the most impressive because A, he's a true freshman.
mhm,
True freshman. DMAC was a junior and Gage Wood was a junior.
mhm,
Um, he was going against an elite team on the road, like, one of the, you know, I know they're ranked like 25th, but Alabama's far better than that. They're on the
mhm,
4 seed line. And I just feel like in basketball, like Darren McFadden is obviously my favorite Razorback of any sport of all time.
mhm,
But hole opens up, run through hole, make a couple guys miss. Acuff's is like having to hit tough shots, create his own all the time.
yeah,
Um, he has no help around him. All these other guys are playing like ass last night, like missing
yeah,
open shots. The rest of his team's in foul trouble on the bench. Like he's literally just like Superman in us, willing us.
yeah.
And if Gage Wood's elimination game in Omaha on the biggest stage of all stages, if it wasn't against who was it? Murray State? No, was it Murray
I was about
State?
I was about to say I couldn't remember. I was about to say I'm gonna rank it third just because I can't even remember who it was, but I know it was a team that had like almost
Yeah, it
no
was a
visibility.
Cinderella team. It was one of those Cinderella teams.
Yeah, so you hate to say that it takes away a little bit, but it does take away. In my mind, it takes away a little bit. So
When you're trying to rank these three, I feel like you have to weigh that a little bit.
yeah, if he'd have done it against LSU or
Yeah,
Florida,
for sure.
or,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
it's much higher up. But
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go Gage with three. I get like, dude, it's so hard. Like, because DMAC, like
Hey,
DMAC,
Darius
it wasn't
Acuff and
just
Kobe. Darius Acuff and Kobe. That's the list.
okay. All right, you got
Freaking
me there.
Kobe.
You got me. You got me there.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
I'm sorry. You got me
Oh,
there.
there you go. The Mamba mentality. There you
Yeah.
go.
I
Yeah,
knocked over all my other books to get that one. It was on the bottom.
that's funny.
But
Um, okay, yeah, we'll move on. Real quick, want to hop off of here. Clint Trickett, probably, obviously, the one of the most exciting hires of anybody on Ron Silverfield's staff. poaching from Western Kentucky, who had like one of the most explosive offenses in the country. Brought him in to be quarterback coach, passing game coordinator, I think. Anyways, he is leaving to go be the offensive coordinator at Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I know in today's world, like contracts don't mean anything to people. Like you sign on the dotted line, you leave. You know whatever. What's the point of the contract? But um, it's hard to blame him for taking an offensive coordinator job at a Power 5 school at the same time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, but he was. I mean, dude, he's just really highly thought of and respected in the college football realm, and so I think it's a pretty big loss, honestly. And the reason I think it's a big loss because the rumors are coming out now that they're going to bring over the Memphis quarterback coach who was with them last year. Well, if this dude was really good, he would have came over the first time.
Right. Yeah.
You know? And if
Yeah.
there's any position that you wanna make sure you're not settling for a position coach,
Right.
it's a quarterback.
Yeah.
And so, a little bit nervous about that. I think that's a bigger loss than losing Marion Hobby, our D-line coach. I think this
Mm-hmm.
is a
No,
way
for
bigger
sure.
loss than that.
Yeah.
Um,
Because don't we have like
and it
3 other defensive line coaches? So.
yeah, that's easy plug and coach, so, anyways, thoughts about Clint Trickett bailing for Maryland at the last minute before spring football starts?
Yeah, you don't love to hear it. Um, I just I don't know. You get good feelings locally because, he is getting like Arkansas kids, he's saying the right things. Their Arkansas social media is going to get you excited about dudes in t-shirts lifting weights and stuff, um but then you see like some of the national guys like the Barstool college guys, they hate the Ryan Silverfield hire.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They've
Oh yeah,
been trashing it.
yeah.
um so you gotta put up or shut up. You gotta, go out there and do it. You have to, he's the one again that we've talked about. He's the one going out there saying we're not rebuilding. We're going to win right now. So I look at the schedule and I don't know where all the wins come from, but we shall see. I mean, there's obviously a path to do it, but yeah, you don't love hearing these things so close to spring football, and especially when you feel like you had like a good, you got a good coach there.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I said Western Kentucky, I meant Jacksonville State, I don't know why I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Western he
yeah.
was the
No, no,
OC at
you're good.
Jacksonville State. Um, yeah, it's worrisome, it's worrisome. We were supposed to have for sure a top half of the SEC coaching salary pool or whatever. Well, I think that's
Hmm.
becoming obvious now. We've had 2 coaches leave, that's probably not the case, but,
Yeah.
um, yeah, quarterback competition coming up. Spring football starts in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Ryan Silverfield did a press conference this week talking about it, and so, yeah, could be fun to watch KJ and AJ go at it.
Hmm.
I think KJ's a better and I know is I've not I know. KJ's our guy. He's been with us. We like KJ. He's obviously got a little bit more playing experience than the other kid, but I just hope it's not rigged.
Yeah.
I hope they really aren't just hell bent on making sure their guy wins the job
Right.
that
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
brought with them. You know,
Yeah.
I hope KJ really gets a chance because I mean
No, I do too. Because
I think he's probably more ready right now.
yeah, well, and I do too. Just because, like I said, I've never been more impressed with a kid upon meeting him than meeting KJ Jackson, and so um, and to just stick it out and stay here when obviously you don't in today's day and age you don't like it's not anybody else in his shoes would have already been at his third school. So
Mhm.
um, I love the kid, meeting him, and I'm his biggest fan. I'm rooting for him. So I'm rooting for him to get the job, and we'll see what happens. But um, I'll tell you what, I'll be really down on this coaching hire if they go with AJ just because it's their guy that they brought and we don't perform well, I'll be extremely upset at this coaching staff if that's the case. But I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade in the spring, but that's just my take
Yeah, I
as
mean,
a
if he goes out and wins the job, then all more power to him.
yeah.
But yeah, spring football will be interesting. Spring game.
Yeah,
Kind
they
of get to
announced the
see them
spring
both.
game. I feel like we haven't had like a real spring game in
It's
a
been a
while, right?
while. It's been a
So
while. It's been a while. Did you hear Tim Cramsey talk the other day?
no.
The offensive coordinator, like they did, all three coordinators did a presser too. I haven't watched a ton of it. I've just seen highlights. Dude, he is redneck.
Really?
He's got some Pittman in him. Like
Oh.
he's got a mix of Pittman and Eddie O, like the way he talks.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
And just when you think of like wanting to run a sophisticated offense, you know, and then you get this old country boy in here that talks like Sam Pittman and Ed Orgeron, and you're like, hope he knows his stuff because it's not it's not the analytical, you know, Bobby Petrino,
Yeah.
you know, Kendall Browse is
Right.
complete opposite vibes than those
Yeah.
guys.
I
So,
haven't I haven't heard it and I haven't heard him, but the way you're describing it, I just gotta get out there and run the ball.
that's about what it sounded like. So,
Oh Lord.
anyways, you need to go listen to that so you can get the tell me your vibes of
Okay.
not saying he can't coach football because he's redneck, but it's just not what I expected. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Ugh.
one last quick note. I just saw it right before we started the podcast. It's a kind of a sad deal, but there is a warrant out for Dennis Johnson's arrest. I saw. Um,
Really?
DJ was a really good running back, obviously a good kick returner for the Hogs, and
Mhm.
yeah, he's got a warrant out. So hopefully, I don't know what to say about it. I just thought it was we're a Razorback podcast. I thought it was worth mentioning that
Yeah.
DJ has a warrant.
Yeah. Huh.
So,
Okay.
anyways, hope he
We've had
hope he gets his stuff together.
yeah, absolutely. We've had a little run of former Razorbacks. Courtney Fortson got arrested a while back.
Hmm.
So
Patrick Beverly's in some stuff too. So,
of course.
uh, P Bev, but yeah, let's make sure we represent our state boys, all you former Hogs. So, anyways, all right, we're a little bit long today. Appreciate everybody for listening. Just a lot to talk about after that unbelievable game down in Tuscaloosa. Hopefully, the
Yes.
Hogs bounce back good against Missouri on Saturday. Um, everybody, give us a like, a follow, subscribe, tell a friend about us, and Andrew, take us home, man.
That's right. Stay classy. Never yield. Let's get this dub on Saturday. Go Hogs.
We're big.